Hello, once again, everybody. It's Craig from the Electric Church here to do the pull list, comic book pull list for January 13th, 2001. We're going to start off with Aftershock Comics. We got Scout's Honor number 1 from Aftershock Comics. I enjoyed this enough to keep it around on my pull list for another few issues. It's dystopian, after America, thousands of years later sort of thing, but based out sort of a take on the Boy Scouts. They call it the Ranger Scouts in here for logistical reasons, and make up some slight differences. But interesting book. I enjoyed this first issue. And we're gonna see where it goes from there. Next up here we got Immortal Hulk. I got this variant cover, which fortunately from the glare we're not gonna get a good picture of. I've been meaning to actually get to do these a little bit differently and get the images offline of the covers and just sort of pop them up on the screens. I also picked up Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 21. I picked up this issue because I knew it was going to be a key that where there was the introduction of a new character who was the Slayer before Buffy. But I really enjoyed this issue, and I'm going to add it to my pull list at least for a story arc or two. And maybe I'll just end up getting the trade paperbacks and reading the back issues of this. I really enjoyed the series and the series Angel as well, which was a spin-off of that. Of course, you're going to hear a lot of buzz about this one. Ha number 1 from Image Comics. There's several variants, and I'm not even sure which cover this is. I think it's one of the variants. Very psychedelic looking. I haven't read it yet. Knock 'em Dead number 2. Really enjoy this series so far. If you haven't found it, this is also from Aftershock Comics. So it's one of those smaller publishers. If you got a small comic book shop, especially in a smaller city, they're probably not going to have it. You're probably going to have to special order it from them. But I'm really enjoying this series, so if you find it, I highly recommend picking it up. Otherwise, you can always get the trade when they come out online, or order it from your local comic shop. Here's the regular cover for Immortal Hulk number 42. I was lucky enough to find that one copy of that variant, and I had to grab it. Red Mother number 12. This is the final issue of the series. I really like this. This is probably my favorite comic of last year. So we're gonna wrap it up here with this issue, and hopefully we'll see more, at least from this duo. This was just really well done, both the art and the story. I found really captivating. So yeah, I'd like to see, like I said, if nothing else, more from these creators, if not of these characters. Another one from Aftershock, Lonely Receiver number 5. I believe this is also the last issue of this miniseries. Really enjoyed this story. The art, it has a little, you got to be a little forgivable with the art. It's more about the story. And hey, it's better art than I could draw. But the story was compelling enough for me to keep it around. So enjoying that series. Gonna be sad to see that go. Of course, everyone is talking about Future State from DC. Not really my thing. I mean, we saw the flop of the New 52. And I don't really read any DC comics. But I picked up Swamp Thing because he is a character that I thoroughly enjoyed. So I just picked up Swamp Thing Future State #1. Not even actually sure if I'm going to read it at all. And then I was pleased to find out, actually, Tank Girl has a new miniseries out called King Tank Girl. I believe issue 1 came out in October, and I was able to email my local comic book shop, and they ordered me and got me a first printing of issues 1 and issues 2, and I believe issue 4 is coming out now, so I hope there's an issue 3 available for me. But even if not, I'm really pleased to get a first printing of the first issue. I really enjoy Tank Girl. I love the movie. I love the campiness of it. And I've got a volume 1 trade paperback of the original series that's in all black and white, and I really like that. So yeah, just a fun character. And then I was very fortunate that my local comic book shop was having a sale of a bunch of old trade paperbacks that they're trying to get out of stock or whatever at $2.89. We got Lucifer, the character, of course, which is a spinoff from the Sandman series. Never read it before, but for $2, $3, how can you say no? Had to grab it. It was, a Neil Gaiman property. Darth Vader, and this is the newer one from Marvel. I think this is just a couple years old. This is #1, the trade paperback. Also picked it up for $3. And just thumbing through here, the art is absolutely incredible. Where is the original publication date on here? I'm not going to look that close. I'd have to take off my glasses and really look. But I think that just came out 2 or 3 years ago, the original miniseries. And then Farmhand, again, this is an Image property, which I'm always pretty much happy with just about everything I pick up from Image. This is also #1, volume 1, Reap What You Sow, Farmhand trade paperback, another $3 find. And then, of course, throwing back to the Joss Whedon property, Angel, After the Fall, volume 1. So this is that Buffy the Vampire Slayer spinoff. So this is a trade paperback, again, $3 that I picked up there. Big shout out to Granite City Comics for treating me well and hooking me up with these $3 trade paperbacks. Who can complain about that? So make sure you check out your local comic book shop. As always, check out the indie publishers, Boom, Aftershock, TKO Press. I think these guys are doing far more interesting things than you're going to find on shelves from Marvel and DC. But anyways, that's what I'm reading. Tell me in the comments below what you're reading and what you think I should pick up.